Hey there Libra, it's Viv and welcome to your week ahead reading for the 16th to the 22nd of July 2018. I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot this week and that's by Melanie Marquis. It's still the same 8-card spread though, so there's one overall message or one overall energy for the week and then one card representing each day of the week, Monday through Sunday. So if we start with the overall energy, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and when I see these cards, what comes up for me is the aces represent opportunity for a new beginning. New beginnings come after endings, but there's a feeling of because it's Pentacles, it could be to do with your material security, so it could be to do with money and finances, it could be to do with your security at home, it could be to do with your security in your job. But there's a feeling here of protection, of security, of whatever is starting here, if this is a new opportunity in the material world, that it has the potential to create stability and security, and for it to be materially very satisfying and very rewarding. If this is a person, this is somebody who is very, very grounded, somebody who's very down to earth. It could be a new grounded influence in your life, somebody who's not away with, who doesn't get carried away with their thinking, but somebody who takes a very practical approach to towards work, towards life, towards relationships. Okay, so there we go. The overall energy for the week then, I feel, is a very it's a very practical energy, but it's an opportunity for a new beginning that creates a sense of groundedness and a sense of security. The card that we have on Monday is the Judgment card, and this is represented by a big hand coming out of the heavens here that's passing down some kind of, or carrying out some kind of action on these people that are being boiled alive in the cauldron. Goodness, it's quite a graphic card, isn't it? These people are in a really tricky situation, but some kind of judgment is being dished out here, and it feels like it could be a resurrection. It feels like new life is being injected into a situation, that there is like a renewal, that there's forgiveness, that things are being, that there's sort of like a rising above a tricky situation. It could also signify an ending though. It could mean that something has come to an end, which makes sense because we have the Pentacles card here, which to me is a new beginning, and it could be an end to a relationship at work, possibly a partnership, possibly an employment, some form of employment, that some kind of professional relationship is coming to an end, possibly. It could be a personal relationship, but because it's Pentacles, it feels to me like it's more of a professional relationship. As a result of this situation, this ending, which it feels like very final, it feels like it's the right thing to have happened, even though it feels like it's a tricky situation. Somebody is feeling extremely defensive. So as we move through the week, then somebody's has built up this emotional wall around themselves, and they're being quite tricky to deal with. Over emotional, highly defensive, defending their ground. Just, they may be making up problems or worried about things that aren't actually happening. It feels like their imagination might be getting the better of them, and that they are creating problems and defending themselves against problems where they don't really exist. However, the overall energy for the week is a new beginning, and on the diagram on the sand in front there, it's not quite the pentacle, but it looks like the pentacle. And so it seems to me that as soon as this person sort of drops this stance of being overly defensive, that this new beginning can occur. It feels like there's suspicion, though. It feels like somebody's being suspicious of somebody else's motives, that there's something hidden about the situation, something secretive about the situation, and before this new beginning can come to light, there has to be some sort of light being shed on the situation. Even in our darkest moments, though, it is possible to find our way in the moonlight. The moon is a very gentle light, but once we get accustomed to it, there are signals, there are signposts, there are things that we can pick up on that can point us in the right direction. There's enough light for us in the darkness to be able to make sense of things. It feels to me, though, that maybe there's been an ending here, because somebody has hidden their true intentions. And because they've hidden their true intentions, they're now feeling the need to be ultra defensive. It feels like maybe they've been found out, and they're now defending their position. And people say the best form of defense is attack, don't they? So maybe they are going on the offensive, and really having a go. And like I say, this has to be overcome in order for this new beginning, this new opportunity to come in and present itself. It feels like, because of the combination of these energies, that there's lots of upset. That it's a tricky situation. It doesn't go well. This ending causes deep feelings of upset. Maybe somebody's feeling betrayed. Maybe this is because somebody has hidden their true intentions, and now this has come to light. And this is it feels like there's the sun here. This is like a mini sun with rays of light here. It feels like there's been a realization of what's really been going on, and this realization is a hurtful one. It's not a pleasant realization, and in the moment it's difficult to deal with. It feels like, as we progress through the week and head towards the weekend, that this realization of the behaviour that there's been of the intention behind somebody's behaviour there. It feels really burdensome. It feels like somebody's really weighed down by it, and is not able to see the way forward very clearly. This is the 10 of Wands though, so this stressful situation is about to end. The 10 is finality, and successfully dealing with something that has previously been tricky. So it does come underneath the moon, and with the moon there's not a lot of clarity, and the wands here are in front of the man's face, but it feels like that these wands are about to be dropped or cast to one side, and the situation is going to be over and done with. So once that happens, it feels like this can truly take root and come to the fore. So this opportunity for this new beginning, that this ending has been a bit messy, to be honest. But now we've got, there's a lot more optimism here, and we're looking to the future, we're looking ahead, and so we're holding on to a wand here, we're holding on to this inspiration, and we're letting go of a new project, a new idea, and hoping that reaps rewards for us. We're really hoping that I was going to say our ships are coming in, but we've got birds here flying in, and they've got something, they're carrying something, a reward in their claws, so we're releasing something, hoping that we're going to get something back. So we're looking to the future, and we're being optimistic, and we're taking a very grounded approach to this new beginning. And it feels like, as we get to the end of the weekend, that this was, it's like it was really meant to happen. There's like a mini wheel of fortune up here, and as what goes around comes around, that our fortunes are always changing, that there are positive cycles and negative cycles, and these phases are all something that we have to face in life, that there are also karmic cycles, that good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. But I think that nature and wisdom has a way of balancing those things out at some point. And my feeling is, by the time you get to Sunday, by the time you get through the weekend, and that you are starting the coming week, by the time you get round to Monday the 23rd of July, that you are feeling that balance has been restored, and almost like justice has been done, that there is after this messy ending, there is this new beginning, there is hope for the future, and that's the way it should be. It feels like there is a faith in the process, that things have a way of working out and of balancing themselves out, and when you look back in a few months' time or in a few years' time, and you think, oh, actually that was really difficult to cope with at the time, but now I can see that that it worked out for the best, that it had to happen, and that it was a good thing overall. So there we go, Libra. Those are your messages for this week. I hope you found them useful. I hope they resonated with you. I'll be back again next time with another weekly read, and until then, take care.